Hello students, in our last phase of discussion we were talking about the real-time image and video capturing. Now in our today's phase we are going to implement it live demo of the same, and for the same you can see here in this video, this is Raspberry Pi. Let's take a closer view, more and more closer view, and let me introduce different sections also. You see, I'm keeping my finger on this slot. You can see this slot. On this slot we are going to connect our camera module. So this camera module is responsible for connectivity of our external camera with this Raspberry Pi. But in addition to that, what is the requirement? Just to execute code, to enter the data, just to click the things, right? So guys, we are knowing well that we need keyboard as well as mouse. So guys, see this carefully over here. By means of these two wire, you see I'm also showing wires here. This wires is connected to keyboard. You can see this is the keyboard's connectivity here. Keeping hope it is clearly visible. And another USB cable is connected with mouse. So this way USB mouse as well as keyboard we have connected. Now the remaining point is of the display. So the display is connected over here, this LCD. This LCD, you can see this wire is reaching to this our LCD. This LCD connected to this Raspberry Pi via HDMI cable. Over here we have used this VGA to HDMI connector. So by means of this, the compatibility will be provided by this connector, converter also you can say, right? So this many simple connections are needed to make this possible. Now just to start operating system of this Raspberry Pi, what we need to do, we need to give supply. So dear students, you can see here this wire, you just look at my finger. This particular point is offering excitation to this our Raspberry Pi. Now this wire is connected over here to the mains via adapter. So simply I'm going to switch on this. You can see as and when I switch on, you are knowing well that the Raspberry Pi is start working, and as a result on the screen we are getting Raspberry Pi desktop straight away. So here warning is also there that SSH is enabled and the default password for the Pi user has not been changed, right? But right now at this point of time you can see we have to accept it and we have to click on OK. Now as we have discussed in our last presentation and exercise that we need to go for enable the preferences. So to make this possible, you can see here, dear students, I am clicking on the left top corner of this our desktop, and then whatever list I am getting, right, in that one I am going to preferences. I also told this snapshot. I also shown snapshot also. In that one we have to select over here Raspberry Pi configuration as per our discussion. Dear students, why we are doing so? Because we are expecting the connectivity of camera. So in this one you can see we need to go for the interface. So I have selected interface and I have clicked enable, right? So that now the camera connectivity is there. Other connectivities are right now not matter for us, right? But as the camera interface is fine, that's why I am keeping click on just OK button. Dear students, it is fine, right? But unless and until we are not connecting our camera module with Raspberry Pi, it is incomplete. So that here, students, you can see this is a camera. This camera, which I have already shown you guys, you can see this carefully. This camera is going to take image as well as video over here. Okay, we are trying to give zoom mode, right? And in fact it is nicely visible also, right? And it is connected with this strip, right? So this is normal side and this is the side of connectors, right? So here you can see small conducting tracks are there, and these tracks must be connect to the Raspberry Pi on the camera module slot. So that now we are moving on again the camera module with Raspberry Pi camera slot. So as I shown in animation also in our last discussion, you see guys, I have to pull this slightly. I have to pull this particular stand like this. Okay, keeping hope guys, you can see this. I just pull it. Okay, so it is pulled already. Now I am taking my camera module and trying to connect it, right? So I have just press this module strip and then push this camera module slot like this. So it is now connected. But how we can verify whether it is connected or not? So dear students, let us check whether it is perfectly connected or not. So to make this possible, first of all, as I have already shown, that we have to check the camera by means of the particular terminal. So what I am doing, I am just opening this terminal. See this carefully. This is the terminal which I have just opened over here, right? In this one, now we have to use this instruction which just I am showing over here. So I am just copying and paste it here. You can see now by execution of this particular command, the camera module should be run, right? So I am just executing this first and supposed to check whether the camera module is run or not. So dear students, you can see over here, right, the camera module is working, right? And for 5 seconds it was running, and then it has stored this name image.jpg on the location, provided location desktop, right? I'm just opening it. Keeping hope image we should have on the desktop itself. Okay, you can see here on desktop, you can see this is the image.jpg. Dear students, I am double clicking on this. You can see this image we have just taken by means of our camera module, right? So such a way we have stored it. Now you just see one more command. By means of this command we can of course play with the size of image, right? So over here what I'm expecting, in place of normal size of image, you can see this command, my width of image will be 640 and height of image will be 480, right? So this is what I would like to execute here. So I have copied this and now I am pasting it, right? And I am executing this. So now whatever image you will be having will be stored with the same dimension 640 by 480, right? So one more image is now available, image small, as I have given name over here, image-small.jpg. so it is available. Simply you can verify this. So the size is small as compared to previous size, right? So such a way you can verify. In addition to that, I have also talked about video. So by means of the command you can go for the video recording also. So the same command I am executing over here, it is started over here, and you can see I am having MATLAB server over here which is right now going on. So with this small size of video is now already available on the desktop. It is my expected location, and that's why it is situated over here on desktop. So I am just double clicking on it and verifying whether the video is running or not. So dear students, you can see here the video we have captured. Okay, so likewise we can play with the terminal and the respective command. Okay, now after that we are moving into the direction of Python programming. Okay, so now students, we are going for the Python based control of camera module. Here also we are going to capture image as well as video. So as I have shown in our last topic of discussion, we need to go into the particular left top corner tab, right? We need to click on programming, and then as I was preferring that we need to reach to Thonny Python IDE, right? So that's what I am opening over here. So I have opened it. Few of the programs I have already loaded, so you can look at this. Right now it is the program in which the camera is supposed to capture the image and it is installed on the desktop. So that's what we are going to execute first, and before that let me introduce the things. Over here you can see the from PyCamera, import PyCamera. This code already we have discussed, right? So the PyCamera module, this PyCamera module we are inviting from PyCamera library, and then from time library we are calling sleep module to generate a delay. Okay, and by means of this PyCamera we are enabling our camera. So camera is get started by means of this execution of command, okay, by camera.start_preview. okay, so the camera will be remain continue for the given second, 5 seconds, right? And the last frame of the camera will be taken by camera will be stored with the name first11.jpg on desktop itself, right? So let us execute this, and after captured and stored the image, the camera will remain stopped. So I'm just executing this camera. I'm keeping in my hand. We are having notice board over here above this, so I'm just executing. It is executed, guys, right? So you can see this notice board. We do have this notice board. Okay, so it has taken this image, and dear students, you can see first11.jpg image is there, right? So it has already taken this image, you can see, right? Likewise again we can go to the same, and as usual it is very much simple. You can open your any location. So I have initially I have opened camera 1. Now I am opening one more file. All these files prepared for just demonstration. So dear students, you can see over here we are